some intentions, distractions, and what's been on your playlist this week. Why don't you start, Mitch?
My intentions for this call would be to see what's happening in comms, answer any questions for the Commons configuration design or the forum posts. And the music that I've been listening to is this really great band from the 80s called Lime. I'll drop some links. It's funky, it's retro, and I love it. I'll give it to Nate.
Yeah, just been looking forward to comms and talking about the upcoming hatch. No distractions and music in my playlist right now. I've been listening to a lot of Gorillaz lately, so it's been nice to just vibe out with that. I will pass it to David.
Hello. My intentions for this meeting are to keep learning more about the general comms flow and get to know everyone. No distractions. If I'm allowed to say that, I'll say that. And in my playlist has been some Richie Valens lately. I saw someone watching La Bamba and it stuck in my mind for a while. So there's a lot of good music there. Yeah, and I'll pass it to Zeptimus. Did I miss anything? I don't think so.
Thank you, David. Yeah, my intention is just to sync up with you guys and see if there is. I know Chuy mentioned to me like we are going to make a video on Paris, so yeah, excited for that. On my playlist, I still listen rap. I'm a man of habits. I listen the same every week. And yeah, I'll pass it to you, Chuy.
Thank you, Septi. Intentions, just go through our agenda. A lot of exciting things this on this week, and also no distractions today. And what's been on my playlist? I think I recommended the same thing. Well, last week I said that I was listening to a lot of my Morning Jacket, but this week I think I have like listened like nonstop to an album called The Waterfall 2. I really recommend it to you. Like really good music, and also like the lyrics are really beautiful, like very introspective. So yes, that would be my recommendation. Okay, so Lauren Griffin Acid Laser just came in. So Lauren, do you want to take it with intentions, distractions, and what's been on your weekly playlist?
Hey guys, so yeah, I mean, my intentions for the call are like mostly just to see what's going on for TEC Comm stuff this week. I have a couple of forum posts I wanted to finish for the params things. Yeah, my distraction is just that I jumped in late, so I missed everybody else's intentions, distractions, and I wonder what they were. And what's been on my playlist? I've been listening to, well, so there's this artist called Mose who makes these kind of like mixes with like medicine music and cool electronic stuff, who's coming to Costa Rica in a couple of weeks and having this like big beach party thing. So I've been listening to Mose and sort of being like, oh, maybe I'll go to the beach party. It's great. I'll send you guys something. Actually, there's one song that every time I listen to it in some weird way makes me want to cry. But anyway, I'll pass it to Gray.
Yeah, so my intentions are just to hang out and see what the plan for the hatch comms are and the latest. I don't know if Paris comes up in this call, but I assume since Chuy's here that it probably does. And then, yeah, other than that, oh yeah, and just to say, like, I have a talk in Paris, and it has a scheduled date, and so add that to the Twitter agenda or something. And as far as on my playlist, man, actually, Lauren sent me something that I was listening to today. What was it? It was like smooth. I can't even find it. What was it?
Skin Shade.
Skin Shade, yeah. So that's what's on my playlist.
Also
and
super good.
I'll pass it to Acid Laser. Acid, are you there? Acid Laser?
Hello. Sorry, my connection is very bad.
Sounds like it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Livy, you're the last one. Do you want to give us intentions, distractions, and what's been on your weekly playlist?
Hello. Intentions are to, yeah, I always feel like I want to get more involved in comms, but then when I see the week like went or something and I didn't, so I hope to grab something in this call that I can help with. And distractions, I'm eating lunch right now, and what is on my playlist? I've been listening to this NTS radio. They have a lot of really cool playlists, so I just go random on them. And I'll pass back to you, Chuy.
Thank you, Livy. Okay, so let's start with our agenda. Our community video is live. We had like our premiere like half an hour ago. So I already drafted a tweet. So I think it should be. Yeah, I don't know why it's not up yet. But yeah, as soon as if you follow the TEC Twitter, as soon as you see the tweet promoting our community video, make sure to give it some love, to share it. We wanted to like suggest just like adding a personal touch, since it's like a very much like part of our identity. So yeah, if you want to like drop also like a comment or like quote retweet and just like add some anything like meaningful for you, like I feel that this could be like a right opportunity, right? Because most of the time we're just like dealing with like a lot of like nerdy and techie stuff, and this is like a really good opportunity to like try to communicate to people that follow our social media, like what is like behind all of these efforts. So yeah, this is just like a quick recommendation that I wanted to give. And if you go to our YouTube channel, you'll see our community video like right in the front. So this is both for subscribers and for newcomers. So yeah, this is gonna be like a huge part of what we're gonna be showing off this hatch. So yeah, it's exciting. Make sure to yeah, give it some love and to share it. And yeah, I guess we'll see how it performs on the next days. Does anybody have like some comments or like anything they'd like to add to the community video topic? Okay, let's go to our pre-hatch lounge parties for our closed communities. This, as you know, is like something that we wanted to recreate that already like did very good in the past. So Acid Laser, like actually, like I wanted to give him a major praise because he came up with these like really cool like flyers, and you really forget about like how techy like our stuff is. So this is like something for One Hive, and this is something for metagame, and we're gonna be using these for just catching up with these communities. Try to like update them on some news and stuff happening around the hatches. So if you are able to drop by, we've been getting like a lot of interest from people just interested in token engineering in some way or another, either like an educational perspective or they're token engineers themselves. This has been something that has been resulting like pretty good. So if you want to drop by and get like a sense of how people are perceiving us in other communities, this is always like a really good chance, and also like a major like learning experience for me personally, and just to touch base, right? Like to remember how it is to approach a TEC. So yeah, we're gonna be having one tomorrow and another one the day after on Thursday. So you are all invited for this. And there was something about this that I forgot to add to the agenda. But okay, any comments or like I don't know, like any like opinions on these events, like any questions around how they are structured? Okay, let's.
I would just add if anyone
Let's move.
has any other
Yes.
communities. Is there any other communities that anyone has in there that they'd be like, you know what? Maybe I should host one in this community.
How do you feel about that, Nate? Like, what's like the temperature check on like the press kit with for Ocean Protocol? I don't know how. I never asked you how that went, but how would you feel about like trying to put something together? Would you feel that there's interest in the by the community?
Yeah, I mean, it depends on the format and how, intrusive it is. Like, I think that, as long as we have a plan and it's very simple and very quick, I think getting involved in other communities would be a real net positive. So the way that takes shape is up for grabs, but I do think it's a good idea.
Hey, I can probably float it through the Gitcoin Stewards community. Post it in their Discord. That's it.
Yeah. I think that's a great idea, David.
That would be awesome. I would love to be part of a Gitcoin lounge if you're down to set that up, David. I'm a steward.
So just so I understand, it's not one lounge, or they can't attend one of the other ones. You would want to have a independent Gitcoin lounge on the third week or something.
Yeah, next week sometime or the week after. Just like, it can be like, these pre-hatch lounges are cool, but a hatch lounge would be even cooler, like when the hatch is happening. Like, I hope we do go back to metagame in one hive when we actually have the hatch too.
Yeah, that would be excellent. I'll see what I can do. I will see what I can do. Yeah, let's try it.
Sure. If also if you guys or David, like if you need like any resources like a cool flyer to promote it with, like as the ones that I showed you, like something that gets close to like Gitcoin so that they also like feel part of it. And Griff, like if there's like any way I could like support you with Hype Man, or maybe I could just like do it myself. I'll ask like Comando Burrito how he's been like doing it, and yeah, it always like helps to have like that to have that like as a side part of it. It just like it engages people, like it gives them like a curiosity, and I always like enjoy like the atmosphere it sets. So I would love to try that with Gitcoin. Yeah, it sounds really good. Thank you, David, for sharing that idea.
I'll definitely need a flyer, as you described.
Sure. As soon as you know like the details or like any available spots in their calendar, let me know, and yeah, I can coordinate something and put it together.
Sounds good. I'll do some digging.
Okay. Any other opinions or thoughts on these like pre-hatch lounge parties? Okay. Okay.
Just an idea that came up.
Sure,
Maybe. So we're receiving some feedback that a lot of the concepts we use are confusing, and maybe someone that is going to be entering during the hatch and they didn't follow a lot of our discussions will feel a little bit lost. So maybe some of the sessions could be like introducing people to some of the concepts we use. Like what was the params, for example, like how did we choose the configuration of the hatch, and yeah, maybe talking a little bit about like our participatory nature. And also talking about like what is impact hour, how does distribution happen, like just giving a bit of a context.
Yeah, surely. We're putting together a presentation for these events. We're thinking of doing like a brief introduction with like these concepts, but since I mean in our experience, like doing this, like people go like in and out, so the same question sometimes like comes up like 2 or 3 times. So usually we give like a brief introduction and then try to have like a more of like open question and participation dynamic. So this way people like feel like more comfortable with like their doubts around like these concepts. And also I'm gonna be also using the hatch campaign like contact index because like this time I'm gonna be DMing like a bunch of stuff to the people that attend. So probably that could also be a good idea for other events. That if people have like specific like questions, we have supporting material that we can send them, and at the same time like provide like a quick explanation, like something simple that people can get more. And if there are more questions around it, we'll have like all of this like index that we already put together for the hatch campaign, which is also going to be part of like our recurring tweets and like all of these activities around the campaign. So yeah, I don't know if that was kind of like what you were suggesting, like like regarding the concepts and all of that.
Yeah, sure. Sounds good. Maybe I'll try to give a shot at like explaining all of these things in one line, and maybe we can add to the presentation.
Perfect. Okay. Our next topic is forum. Also, like regarding this, like this is going to be like a very common issue, and I'm very like focused on trying to cover as much as possible, like provide people with this information. So Eduardo just like brought this up. That is pretty much like the some questions that the hatchers have been having like about like quick updates. So uh, this came up about like adding a news section in like the front page, like try to put it like somewhere around here. I think that the One Hype forum has something similar. Oh wait, where was it? No, I can remember. It's just like a discourse forum that has a similar structure, but so the idea would be to add like a news section where we could keep like specific threads. I, for example, could include the common swarm updates and that thread in this category. I'm also touching base with Katie again, like about the weekly updates, about how we can support her to get this done. Um, this is going to be a great tool in during the hatch. So maybe like get one thread that we can share like a link to, so that people can get like the major and important updates from the working groups. But do this like in a structured way, so that we can send people to the forum, and instead of finding like a bunch of confusing information, like a news category with links to deeper dives is something that is going to help us a lot for the next weeks. So Eduardo, I don't know if you want to talk a little bit about what you were suggesting with this idea?
Yeah, the idea is I took this from Tam's mention on the previous meeting, where she mentioned we should take advantage of sort of the efforts that Katie does with the weekly update, and she mentioned, for example, the email that gets sent to the emails of everyone with the weekly update on the forum. That is an automated email. So the idea came from that, and from the questions of hatchers that basically explain that they just don't know where to look for updates. So we have the Amplify channel that can be like my suggestion is if we make this thread on the forum, replicate it, just copy and paste it on the Amplify channel. So people who are not familiar with the forum or the people who just go to the Amplify channel will see this. Oh, so this happened last week. Oh, so we launched a test hatch. Oh, so because we have a lot of sort of things that happens in a very brief amount of time. Like the test hatch lasts 72 hours or this votation lasted a week. So we should make an effort to sort of communicate this in a channel that we can just send to people like, hey, just subscribe to this or just, so the suggestion came from that. So if we do one weekly update like Katie does, let's replicate it in the other two or other channels. Could be forum, could be amplified, that we can sort of take advantage of it. That's it. The same for Telegram TEC Commons. Like we don't use it very much for updates, and it could be really nice to sort of start putting information there too.
Okay. Yes, this is perfect. Katie wasn't able to attend today. She let me know before this working group. But I'm gonna make sure to go through this thoroughly during our one-on-one, so that we can have this together. Also, like speaking about like mailing lists and updates, I just wanted to check in really quick with you, Nate, to see if there had been any like progress on HubSpot about like the Twitter integration and yeah, just like as a in a general way, see where we're at with HubSpot.
Yep. So can you hear me? Yep. Okay. The HubSpot is going to require for any type of Twitter integration, will require an update in the plan, so the pricing plan, and so that would have to be a post hatch movement. So the idea was to talk. We were talking to Durgados to actually set up a plan to prioritize what the benefits are going to be for that and how much it would cost. Usually it'll be a year-long process, but if we want to do it right now, we can. But I don't see any way to vote on that until after the hatch opens. So the idea is to take the key management and the HubSpot and kind of establish a roadmap for what we want to get out of that, and making sure that the benefits that we get out of it are worth the money that we have, and use it as a proposal when we have a voting mechanism to implement it. So that's the unfortunate part about that. Yeah.
Yeah, no worries. I mean, we're getting a pretty good like hold of our Twitter spreadsheet, so it's working better and better each time. So yeah, I guess we can still keep working with that like for one more month until we figure like the whole HubSpot thing out. But like for our mailing list, like our weekly updates and all, like are we all set with that part? Like
we are set with the templates and the email blasts, but we need to have a discussion on how we want to utilize it. It's one of those things that we do not want to abuse and flood people's emails with to the point where they just ignore it. I do want it to be something that's like, this is the vital information that we have, maybe even on a monthly basis. But we just have to have a real discussion around that and how we approach it, because it could easily just be ignored. I ignore tons of them, and I don't want it to be that way. I want it to have utility at the end of the day. So
for our for the campaign, I was thinking of doing like a weekly on Fridays, like just send like one email on Fridays with very specific bullets, like tops 5 like important things going on in the hatch. Like a quick like status update on where we are with numbers, contributors. I don't know if also the layout that you're considering has some design built into it, but I would love to add like anything that could grab people's attention for an extra second. That might make the difference.
Yeah,
So,
I have 3
do you
templates
have
that
like
you
some
can.
design into it? Okay.
Yeah, and
Okay, perfect. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll touch base with you like regarding the like design and just like in how we can support it in any way. And yeah, I also feel that it's gonna be a matter of how Katie and I wrap our heads around that because pretty much like it's where it's gonna come out from. Like even the mailing list could be like a much more like summarized form of the weekly updates that we had proposed. So I'll work on that this week and have it ready for. I mean, I was thinking of sending our first mailing list this Friday, but since the hatch is gonna be delayed, I don't know if you guys like how you guys feel about just like waiting until next Friday so that we don't like precisely abuse this part, right? I mean, if we have something going on for the next mailing list, that might be better than just like sending like another the hatch is coming mail this week. But
I mean, I do
how
think
do you
that we
feel
should
about
use
that?
it. I do think we should use it for the hatch in particular. Like important communications around the hatch need to be sent directly to everyone, and I think if we, especially if it's the first blast that we send out, I think it'll get some attention. So making sure the first couple that we send out is both impactful and has a lot of information that they can utilize would be very important for the future use of it.
Okay. Yes, let's I'm gonna work on like adapting the new calendar to the like the new dates, and I'm gonna make sure to start our mailing list on the next Friday. Yeah, next Friday, 16th would be our first like mailing list, and yeah, we should have like a bunch of relevant stuff going on, like just stuff that people are gonna be like more interested in. So, okay, what's okay, does anybody else have some like input on like comms around a forum, mailing list, like any platform handling? Okay, good. Let's go to the next topic, which is an idea that Santi suggested. He couldn't join us today, but still, I feel that there might be like some interesting stuff going on. So this is mostly just a check on the community to see what level of acceptance this idea has. I know that probably right now, like NFTs are not going to be a priority for us, right? But I do feel that eventually it can help us a lot with comms to like engage with some people. So I think that Santi like brought to the table like a good idea just to like do a quick exercise and try to like uh, get our feet like in the NFT water like around the TEC and he has been collaborating with this artist called Alex Gallego. Uh, this is like his Instagram, and this is like most of what he does, right? And he came up with this series called Green Folks, and this is like all related to like what Santi has been working on, like around NFTs and trying working especially a lot around adoption, right? So Santi with like he called Alex and he proposed like a collaboration with the TEC, just like something that we wanted like to try and have an approach with the community. And well, he like pretty much like grabbed his style and then started reading a bunch of stuff on the TEC, and then also like Santi started supporting him, and he came up with this, which I think it's super cool. Like if you pay like some attention, like I mean, this is all like coming from a person that is not really like related to crypto, right? So he grabbed a bunch of like these raw ideas and concepts, like the hatch and private keys, right? And just like put together like something that I don't know, like it really surprised me, and I think this also like appeals to like a cool side that we haven't really explored, right? So
That is awesome.
I loved it. Like I loved and like Paris and yeah, just like small details like everywhere. Like here, like the TC logo. He's like I don't know. Like this robot might even be like a good idea for like adopting some kind of like mascot for the TEC. It just like will help us a lot in comms because
At least for the
because
hatch.
we're
It's a great mascot
yeah.
for the hatch. Like the little chicken legs, you know. Paris 2021. It's really cool.
So we were thinking of putting together like just like a range of stuff, you know, maybe like selling the NFTs for something that the artist like can consider so that he can keep like collaborating and contributing to the community. Like it could just like be something like more significant for us that we could like buy like different editions of this. Also like this Alex is very into physical merchandise, so even Santi was thinking about putting it together like some kind of what's I don't know if anybody here knows the word for serigrafía, or if serigraphy means something in English,
Silk screening.
but it's silk screening. Yes, yeah, silk screening for like t-shirts and all of this. So we were thinking about maybe putting together like these posters and selling them, or like auctioning them like internally for like NFTs. I don't know, like something that can be like a good excuse for putting something together in the future. So if the community likes this, if we can like on a side find a way to collaborate with this artist and put something together. Santi and I were throwing out ideas like maybe after the Commons upgrade, putting together an NFT farm in Unifty or like unique one that you can participate in only with TEC tokens, right? So you get TEC tokens, but not for the governance, not for the like public goods. It's because you want to participate in an NFT farm because you want to collect all of these things, right? And these NFTs could have like a claiming fee that could go directly to the artist. That could be like in some other token. So we just like really liked some ideas around this, and we were worried, right, like to present it to the communities because it's definitely not a priority right now. But if it's something like on the side that we can try out, and this could be like the base of something bigger that is going to help us for like a broader comms plans that involve like NFTs and like authory from a more recognized artist, it's just something that I liked it, and I'm also personally like into like NFTs. Like I get them, and and like enjoy like buying one or just like yeah, just like stuff that you find around. And if we find the right way to present this, if it's either like a NFT farm or a marketplace, something that involves token TEC token use that the general public can have access to, I think that it could help us a lot for like eventually for bigger campaigns. So I don't know if like anybody wants to like throw in like some opinions, or if you would just like say like okay, I would definitely like participate on this, like I'm very interested, like I know I would, but we wanted to have a general check on opinions and acceptance from the community to see if we can like come up with this idea for Paris and see where it takes off from there. So yeah, go ahead, like anybody that would like to share some thoughts.
I think it's really cool. I think NFTs, it's a nice way also to sort of create a narrative visually about the TEC. We are lacking storytelling and narrative visual representations that sort of can help people engage with our purpose. And I think this kind of projects unconsciously brings these common ideas from everyone and can help to portray them in a visual aspect that could be representative and tell a story for us that we are lacking right now. So yeah, I think it's really good, and it's yeah, I love the chicken legs. I think it's a nice combination of aspects. So back to you.
The Hatchbot, I love it. It's really awesome. I can see this being used as like our little paperclip. Just educating the people on the hatch and just saying, hey, this is how it works. This is whatever, and help the visual storytelling aspect of it. But yeah, I mean, like from an NFT perspective, it's really cool. I'd want one. Not sure what we would do afterwards, but like it's a pathway, and then I look forward to seeing what happens with it.
Santi's here. Yes. We were just like loving the idea. Actually, Nate just came up with the name Hatchbot for the NFT, Santi. So I don't know. Maybe like I already gave like the introduction about Alex and his work. If you would like to just like add any like comments, but we really like as Nate and Edu were putting it, like creating a narrative around it, doing it with a character, and just like having like Alex's interest is really cool. So would you like to talk about like how we can like start with this like Paris like exercise and then come up with like a bigger stuff, like just some stuff that I went through in a general way, but go ahead.
Well, I've been working with him on the collection, the Green Folks, and I approached him in January. He knew nothing about crypto, and I explained him I needed someone to jump into the NFT space, and he decided to go for it. And so we launched that collection, and it's been doing okay, not excellent, but not bad. And then as we keep growing, I was thinking that maybe he could illustrate or do something in the DAO space, now that he's starting to understand a little bit more the space. But he has a little baby, just 6 months old. He's really busy, and he doesn't know. I mean, he understands what I explain him, but he doesn't feel comfortable himself dealing with crypto. So he told me, I can, but I need your help. There is no way I can do it on my own. So I told him, well, I think doing a first, design, I can give you some briefing, what we do, what we're going to Paris, we're launching the hatch phase. I gave him a bunch of ideas and nothing else. And from all those ideas, he came with the design. And the idea was to just show the design. Probably my idea was to mint it and put it in one of the NFT spaces and give it away for free or for just very, very, very low amount of money, so everyone on TEC can have it. And also if anyone else from other DAOs want it, just have it. And then if the DAO thinks it's a good idea, we can start thinking on creating different characters. He creates all his characters on top of doing cartoons from real people, and he creates all the characters we created for the Green Folks collection are his own, and he likes doing that. So he's got a lot of creativity, and so it's just a matter of first deciding what we want to do with this design. If we want to print something and bring it to Paris or do whatever, how to introduce it to the community, and which platform use. I was taking a look at Unify yesterday. I've been looking into Unique One also, and we can choose either. And then if we want to move forward from there, as you told me yesterday, there's plenty of things we can do. He feels more comfortable selling his art and letting us do anything. He's a little afraid of all this crypto world. I was trying to introduce a token with the Green Folks collection, and he wasn't feeling comfortable at all. And I didn't want to do anything that he was not feeling comfortable with, so I finally decided not to do it. He prefers to sell his art, and we do what the client does whatever he wants with the art. Okay, that's the best way. Although he gets paid in crypto, and it's his own business, to change that into fiat and declare it. But he feels more comfortable with that kind of relationship. But of course, it all depends if if we want to move forward from here or not. Okay, so I would say we have this piece of art. I have all his he gave me all the right to mint it on any platform. So instead of just choosing myself, I can discuss here and we can mint it on any platform that we feel comfortable as a DAO, because the idea of this design is to give it to the members of the DAO. And from there, if we think it's a great way to move forward and create some designs for the DAO on different roles or with the same character or different characters, or he created a bot, but I gave you some of the images that we've been creating on the Green Folk, so you guys have an idea of all the different characters that he can create. Maybe this is a little robotish from my own perspective, but it has to like to anyone. So that was the idea basically.
What if we had a sub DAO kind of like we have for SourceCred that was just to make visual decisions, and then the voting power came from the NFT holdings people have, just the TEC collectibles.
I think
Sounds
any
fun.
idea is great. Any idea is great. It just we just have to decide as a DAO if we want to have, just like we have in SourceCred, a group of people that wants to deal with those aspects and move forward from there. And it can be Alex. It can be someone else. It doesn't have to be Alex or just Alex. It can be any other artist that may be interested on or approaching us, or we may approach them if we see their art and we like their art, whatever.
Yeah, Santi, let's. I don't know if we could have like another call, like the other day, and I feel it's definitely worth a shot of putting a proposal together. So let's try putting something together that works for Alex, that works for us, for the community. I'm sorry, what was that?
I just know that Giveth House would love some physical art, and we're in Barcelona, so it's an option.
I mean, he's open.
Yeah,
He's open to anything. I mean, he feels comfortable. He just needs someone, and he feels comfortable with me introducing him into all this world, because he doesn't have time and doesn't have the knowledge and the time to learn. But he's done great things. I mean, he even creates. He sculpts some of his characters with a sculpting software, and then he produces them with a 3D print. And some of those he brings the model to a professional company that that produces a few of them, and he sells them when he goes to fairs like El Salón del Cómic, which is a comic fair that takes place every year in Barcelona, but has not been done in the past due to COVID. So he's very versatile. He's not just a drawing guy. He's scripting. He's been thinking the names and the narratives around every one of the single characters on the collection that we launched. So, and he loves it. So he loves drawing. When he's not doing anything, he's drawing. So I think it's a good guy to try to do any initiative that we may think.
Yeah, let's talk about it, and let's present it to the community and decide on this. Like I loved it when you told me that he's very into like physical art and like linking them to NFTs. Paris will be a really good opportunity to see like what we could do. What if it's either like one of these figures or I really love the idea of the silk screen. Yes, serigrafía. I learned that today.
Okay.
Because
Okay. So just let's think together. If anyone has an experience with Unify, is that the name Unifty? Unifty? I confused.
Oh, Unify.
Unifty. I'm not so familiar with the platform. If you guys think that's the good one, I just would need some help, and we can mint it there. I just would love to mint it soon, so everyone who wants it can get it. Okay, from the community. And even when we go to Paris, if anyone out there wants it because they like it and they want to keep it, we can also let them have it. You know, it's like his presentation card. You know, he said, okay, I'm doing this and this is for the community. And from now on, if we want to move forward, let's sit down and discuss. But this is for free. Okay, but I don't feel comfortable. I've never used that platform, and if we think that that's a platform to use in the future, probably it's better to use that one. But I'm gonna need someone to help me using it.
I can help you out. I have a experience like setting up farms and marketplaces in Unity. I really like the flexibility of it. It's like fully transferable to other platforms. Like if someone wants to check it out and like put it in, uh, I don't know, like Eporio or like any other platform, like they can do it with Unity. They have a built-in bridge. Yeah, it's pretty flexible. So yeah, I guess like distributing it through XI is also going to be pretty cheap, and people can do with it like whatever they want. So yeah, let's talk about that, Santi. I'll send you a DM to put together another meeting. And just
Perfect.
well, any other like comments or uh, opinions on the NFT? Okay, cool. Let's go to our last topic, Paris. Um, just to keep everyone posted in the loop, we are gonna be having like two big apartments in an area close to where the venue is gonna be to where the conference is gonna be happening. It's like a 20-25 minute like walk, but it's like one of the best neighborhoods in Paris. We also have like a direct subway there, and we're also gonna be staying like in a hostel for the days of the conference. Uh, we're gonna be having like some spare like extra rooms in case like somebody like changes their mind in like last minute, and this is also gonna be like around the same area. We're also gonna be putting together like a participation in the Taoist. Tam is gonna help us like coordinate that, and also like on top of the Taoist, we're getting an extra venue the next day so we can have like an open like hack session with token engineers that are still gonna be in Paris. So we're putting together this event. Hopefully, is gonna be in the same venue as the Taoist, so we are like familiar with the place. Um, in the Taoist, like people were also recommending out like some other venues for hackathons and stuff like this, but we wanted like to keep it close so that it's especially like a walking distance. It's like well, summer in France is they tell me is really lovely. So uh, to get the most out of it, we're thinking of like places around the walking distance. But yeah, I mean we're gonna get like a good place so we can also uh, have like this hackathon there on the 24th. I think it's a Friday, I think, or no, it's a Saturday. So so just like quickly going through it, we have 3 days of ETC, and then we have a fourth day of the Taoist where we're gonna be participating with another so some other DAOs, and we're gonna have like a TEC hack session on fifth day in Paris. So uh, so far that's how it's getting together. If anybody, especially if you're in Europe, have like some suggestions or just like I would like to participate or get involved in any way, feel free to talk to me or Julie, and yeah, we'll find something to put together. Also, so that you know, on the 29th, on that's Monday. Yeah, on Monday 29th evening, we're gonna have like a small warm up, like get together for TEC. So just so that you don't like try to like don't make any plans on the 19th. But it should finish like pretty early, so like around like 8 or 9 p.m. So if people want to go and get like dinner or get out or anywhere, you're free to do so. So far, this is like a Paris overview. Does anybody have some questions or updates like regarding like their own like personal situation or travel plans?
I have one thing that we're trying to do is some people are having a challenging time getting directly into Paris right away. So we might go by car for fun. And I have someone in Geneva who's going to help us go from Geneva to France, which will be great. So anyone who's going to Switzerland, because that's the easiest place to go, definitely reach out to me to be part of that troop. Also, there's some people that are landing in Barcelona who also can't get into France so easily. So there'll probably be 2 crews going from Barcelona, and one crew from Barcelona and one crew from Switzerland. But of course, if you can fly directly to Paris, you should do that. But hey, it'll be a fun adventure if you end up in Barcelona or Switzerland too. So,
Griff, can I fly to Paris?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Quick question. You mentioned the 29th for the gathering, which I don't recall the date very well.
No, the 19th. It's July 19th. It's the day before HCC starts. Some of us are getting to Paris on the 18th, and some other people on the 19th. So we're gonna have like one apartment available for people that arrive on the 18th, and on the 19th we get like the second apartment and the hostel rooms. So I think like most of you have already talked to Julie, so she has like travel plans already in a spreadsheet, and we're basing it off that. So yeah, please let us know of like any updates or ideas. Yeah, at this point I would just say like let's share like ideas that we have for this gathering, and yeah, I'm very excited for this. Like I'm personally flying in a week, so I still like haven't really like I don't know, like gotten it or like digested the whole thing. Very, very excited for this. So
And
yeah, thanks everyone that is helping this happen.
it's another question. Like, there was this conversation about staying more, like staying until the 20th. I don't remember which was the date. Staying an extra week or an extra day. Like, how did that end? That conversation ended. Like, it's we're gonna have something like where are we gonna stay for the 22? Like for the 25? Like, what is the end date?
We have 2 big apartments and the hostel rooms. The hostel rooms are gonna be available during ETCC, and then the day of the Taoist, most people are gonna leave like the big apartments. So these 2 like big apartments should accommodate also the people from the hostel. And then we have most of this, like according to people's travel plans, we have one of these 2 apartments we're checking out on the 27th, and the other one is going to be available up until the 29th. So from the travel plans that we have discussed, like the last people that are leaving Paris is going to be on the 29th. So we're going to be having this apartment available until the 29th for whoever wants to stay longer for working or whatever need that you have.
And then if you're still in Europe and you still want to hang out, Barcelona is the next stop. There's the Giveth House, and if there's a lot of us, then there's the Doing Good Castle. It's about an hour outside of Barcelona. Maybe we'll do both, who knows. But the Europe party doesn't end. So if you guys are staying longer, totally cool. We can keep this party going.
Okay, we're almost at the top of the hour, so does anybody have some other comments, suggestions, questions?
Can you post the addresses or like links in the map to where these hotels are?
Yes. Yes,
So,
we're taking care of sorry, Durganas, go ahead.
I was just going to say I'm so bummed to be missing also the Tour de France, which will come in about that time. So anybody who's interested in cycling. Champs-Elysees.
Yeah. The addresses. I'll post them as soon as we have confirmations. We still don't have any. Well, we have a confirmation for one of the apartments, but we're still figuring out the booking of the rest of them, and like some quote from final quote from the hostel. So yeah. Also, just regarding food, it's also something important. During the mornings, we're gonna have like some like coffee break stuff available, maybe like some fresh fruit, but like nothing, nothing like nothing like super like elaborated. And then the rest of the day is mostly gonna be around the conference. So so yeah, so even though it like if anybody has like some diet needs or whatever, also let us know, and just so that we can know this ahead of time. Okay, well, thanks everybody for coming, and yeah, I'll see you during the week.